Good evening, viewers. We welcome you to today's news edition. First, let's take a quick look at the headlines. Campaigning for first phase of assembly election in Gujarat comes to an end. Voting on December 1st for 89 assembly seats. Law and order situation in Meghalaya calmer, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Meghalaya government to set up 7 border outposts along the interstate border with Assam. And Meghalaya Cabinet approves Meghalaya Mental Health and Social Care Policy and amendment of Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019. The news in detail. In Gujarat, campaigning for the first phase of assembly polls ended this evening. Leaders from all political parties made last-ditch efforts to woo the voters. Meanwhile, poll campaigning for the second phase of polling also intensified in the state. BJP's National President J.P. Nadda addressed public meetings in Dahod and Vadodara district, while Union Home Minister Amit Shah also addressed election rallies at Dahod, Kheda and Ahmedabad districts today. In the first phase, the voting will be held on December 1st for 89 assembly seats. A total of 788 candidates are in the fray in the first phase. The Meghalaya government is closely monitoring the prevailing law and order situation in the state. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that the government machineries are keeping a strong watch and the situation is calmer compared to before. He, however, said one cannot be complacent and constant monitoring is on. The Chief Minister further urged the citizens, civil society groups and pressure groups to work together in ensuring peace, stating that violence is not the way forward and it will only cause suffering to the citizens.
We're watching the law and order situation very, very closely, and all our police personnel and our entire government machinery is on, is keeping a very, very strong watch on the law and order situation. We are seeing that situation is calmer compared to before, but of course it doesn't mean we can be complacent. So we will ensure that we are vigilant and keep monitoring the situation. And I also urge our citizens and our elders and different civil society and different NGOs. Yes, it's a difficult time, but this is the time we need to work together and move forward.
The Meghalaya Cabinet has officially sanctioned and approved the creation of 7 border outposts along the interstate borders. The Chief Minister said that there will be border outposts in Muriap in East Jantia Hills, Mukro and Titwe in West Jantia Hills, Rani Jirang in Ribhoi, Umwali in West Khasi Hills, Lejadubi and Langpi. He added that the border outposts are being set up in non-areas of differences.
Today has officially sanctioned and approved BOP for East Jantia Hills in Muriap, in West Jantia Hills in Mukro and Tiwai, BOP number 3. This is in West Jantia Hills. In Ribhoi, in Rani Jirang, the BOP has been approved. In West Khasi Hills, in Umwali, number 2 in Lejadubi, and number 3 in Langpi.
The State Cabinet of Meghalaya on Tuesday approved the Meghalaya Mental Health and Social Care Policy and becomes the 3rd state in the country to come out with this policy. Addressing the press after the cabinet meeting, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that issues on mental health were not given due importance in the past. He observed that the state and the government has neglected the mental health issue and felt the need to come up with a comprehensive policy. The cabinet also approved the amendment of Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019 and amendments were made as per the national policy.
Mental health issues are usually neglected, and hence comprehensive policy was required to address this issue. I am happy to tell you that we are the 3rd state in the country to have come out with this policy. Amendment of the Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019 And there were certain amendments to be made as per the national policy in terms of different aspects to be added to it, and different levels of compensation was increased. So those were approved as per the national average and the national policy.
A state-level meeting was convened today by the State Chief Electoral Officer, CEO, with state-level representative of political parties to share transparency measures on summary revision process, posting of number of enrollments received, shifting deletions, case change of address, district-wide status of enrollment on public domain through CEO's website, and various efforts undertaken by state and district-level machinery to ensure purity, health, inclusiveness, tech-enabled and transparency parameters. The CEO also sought the cooperation of political parties for active participation of booth-level awareness groups in areas with low enrollment and low voter turnouts. In FIFA World Cup today, Ecuador will take on Senegal at the Khalifa International Stadium at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The South American team is in the second spot, and anything apart from a loss would see them make it in the next round. Senegal will be aiming to bag all 3 points, as that will make it easier for them to finish in the top two. In the second match, the Netherlands will take on Qatar at the Al Bayt Stadium. Netherlands is leading with 4 points, whereas Qatar is yet to open their account. The weather report. The maximum temperature was recorded at 23.4 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 10.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 69%, while in the evening it was 66%. Forecast: weather is most likely to remain dry. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. You can click on into DD News Shillong for your daily bulletin. Before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Campaigning for first phase of assembly elections in Gujarat comes to an end. Voting on December 1st for 89 assembly seats. Law and order situation in Meghalaya calmer, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Meghalaya government to set up 7 border outposts along the interstate border with Assam. And Meghalaya Cabinet approves Meghalaya Mental Health and Social Care Policy and amendment of Meghalaya Victim Compensation Scheme 2019. Well, viewers, that is all we have for you from our newsroom this evening. We will be back tomorrow at the same time with new updates. Till then, it's good night.